Hi there, welcome to revision of physical causes of rural land degradation in North America. To start off, take a look at this picture. It gives you an image of what the prairies of North America look like, which is one of your prime case studies. They're very flat, very open, and therefore very exposed to wind and water erosion. Before we start on the physical causes, you need to know your case studies. The case studies are as follows. First of all, there is Oklahoma, and Kansas, and Colorado. Your three case studies, it's not enough just to refer to them individually. You have to give some context for the surroundings. So when referring to your case studies, it's a good idea to refer to, for example, Kansas in the east of the prairies, and Oklahoma, where in the 1930s there was the Dust Bowl. Provide some context and you're more likely to score the mark. Okay, so the first of the physical causes is due to the landlocked nature of your case study states. Mention landlocked. The explanation you need to give here is because the sea, which is down here, let's write S-E-A for sea, because the sea is so far away, the chances of moisture making it that far inland is reduced. So it reduces the chance of rainfall, and therefore vegetation can't grow so strongly, and therefore the chances of degradation of the soil are higher. Next, the next physical reason is the rain shadow created by the Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains are visible here along the horizon, and they have the effect of barring the passage of moist air from the Pacific Ocean containing moisture. That the path that the air wants to follow is blocked by the Rocky Mountains, resulting in it depositing its precipitation, its rainfall, on the western side of the Rocky Mountains. Only a very little rainfall makes it over the mountains, and that is why the prairie states of Colorado, Kansas, and Oklahoma are so dry and have such irregular rainfall. So far we've dealt with the fact that there has low rainfall due to the distance from the sea and the landlocked nature of the states, and irregular rainfall linked to the rain shadow created by the relief of the Rocky Mountains. Next, the inland states have very high summer temperatures. This means that there are very high evaporation rates and the soil becomes baked, which quickly leads to a degradation in the form of wind erosion. And if there is rainfall, then it tends to be heavy and sudden, and rain splash, then the impact of the droplets destroys the delicate baked surface of the soil, and then that quickly leads to rilling, gully erosion, and sheet wash. Okay. The next physical cause is related to, again, the passage of winds. You need to refer to the Gulf of Mexico, which I will detail here with G for Gulf. Here, this is the Gulf of Mexico. And what normally should happen is that air currents moving from the Gulf of Mexico move like this across the Midwestern states. However, on occasion, for reasons you do not need to go into the detail of, those air masses are directed more like this, avoiding the prairie states of the Midwest of the United States of America. This air mass carries moisture to Colorado, Kansas, and Oklahoma, And therefore, when this air mass is diverted, then the rains do not come. This is another explanation of variable rainfall. The next physical cause of rural land degradation in the prairies is the bare soil itself. If the soil is bare, and that can be for a number of reasons, from monoculture sapping the soil of nutrients to overgrazing, destroying the root structure, to high temperatures leading to high evaporation rates, with the bare soil itself can be broken up by rain splash and easily eroded away by wind. And this picture here shows what the Dust Bowl of 1930s Oklahoma looked like. The huge cloud that you see there is made up entirely of topsoil being blown away. You may also refer to another case study, which is the Tennessee Valley. When referring to this case study, as I said before, you need to give it some context. So refer to the steep-sided Tennessee Valley, or the steep-sided and heavily forested Tennessee Valley, to give some indication that you understand what the area looks like and that you're familiar with its geography. The land here is steeply sloping, and when it is affected by deforestation, largely linked to things like quarrying, logging for construction timber, and terracing for farmland, heavy rainfall, that's the physical factor number one, combined with steep slopes, physical factor number two, lead to sheet, wash, and gully erosion. Make sure you mention the physical factors of the heavy rainfall and the steep slopes in combination with the deforestation. Okay, here are those notes in written form. You can pause this video now to study them or to take notes from them. They're broken down into mark-winning points. This is a fairly rare question to see on its own. You're unlikely to see a physical causes of RLD in the prairies question on its own, but you may see, you're very likely to see, the physical and human causes. So view the human causes clip to get revised for that, but you do need to know your physical causes of rural land degradation. I hope that helped.